Hey, Shalom. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elect. Hey, I want to do, just harping on the hot topic of the week, man. Or the hot video of the week, rather. The brother's testimony over there in Dallas. Let me see if I can find it. I know the apostle Gabar did a... Oh yeah, it's locked. Hold up.
Shalom. Another edition of Great Millstone Mailbag Extra, coming to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh.
You see right here, which Apostle Gabar did the reply. The Lord delivered us from the sword at camp. The sword representing the gun. Alright? And basically, in a nutshell, brothers, brothers preaching the word, cutting Esau up with the word. Alright? Esau being a so-called white man. And what Esau do? He resorted to the sword, man. You know what Esau resorted to? He resorted to the sword. Because Esau's defenseless, man. When we remain spiritual, Esau can't do nothing, man. Hey, and the end result, the brother brought out how that Edomite got locked up, man. Whereas in, like the apostle Gabar brought out, whereas in the 60s, whereas in the 60s, like, mid 50s, 60s, we wouldn't, you wouldn't hear about a group of so-called black men standing up to one white man, standing up to Esau in general, man. If that was to happen, it would be the other way around, man. The brothers would be getting lynched or whipped, But going to show you now that we are coming up in power, man. Through the spirit. Let me add that, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So the only way to win this is to remain spiritual. The only way to win this is to remain spiritual. Now through the spirit, just pondering on it, of how Esau hates that, man. You want to get under the devil's skin, man, just remain spiritual. Don't lay your hands on him. You know what I'm saying? Don't, of course you gotta defend yourself, if he touch you or whatever. But hey, remain spiritual, man. Out there in the highways and byways, hey, just keep pushing the word. And that's how, you're gonna get under these devil's skin, man. That's how you're gonna beat the devil, man. Through being spiritual. Now through the spirit, like I said, I was just pondering on that situation that the brothers was going through. And which through the spirit, hey, many more brothers may end up going through that, man. Because it's getting rougher, for all out here, man. Just in our personal lives. And we see that also at camp. So this is Genesis chapter 4, verse 2. And I always bring this out about, going into Cain and Abel. Cain being Esau, or the so-called white man, and Abel being Jacob, or the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So this is Genesis 4 and 2, and she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And here, and he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground, and now art thou cursed from the earth. You know? So just for us being spiritual, Esau hated that, man. You know, and that was beautiful, because the Lord said, what? In the process of time, and in the process of time. Meaning what? It was already embedded in us from the beginning to be spiritual and for Esau to be carnal, man. You know? And like I said, Esau hated us for that, man. You know, but at the end of the day, who defended us for that? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, so you can't even be fret or really be afraid, man. You know, because we know that the Lord is going to defend us, you know, if we remain spiritual. You know? From the beginning of time, because, you know, Genesis, you know, in the Hebrew, it means in the beginning, all the way up until now, until the end of times, man, or the end of the Esau's rulership. The Most High is going to defend us if we remain spiritual. Okay, so I got a few precepts I wanted to grab. First one I'm going to start off with is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 4. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth. First and foremost, talking about his son Yahushai, who the world knows as Jesus Christ. Alright? And through Yahushai, us, the hopeful elect. Alright? Because the Lord gave us his word. And with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. Alright, so when Yahushai first came, righteousness, humility, and just pushing the word was all he was looking to do. Okay? And then when he's coming back, he's gonna get his vengeance physically. You know? But right now, his job as always his job was as ours is to remain spiritual, push the word. And that made me think about the one in I believe it's 2 Thessalonians, brightness of his coming. Second Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So in the beginning, the Most High is going to destroy him with the spirit of his mouth. Okay? Which we are his mouthpiece. Alright, let's get that. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 2. Slaki. I think it was actually 3. Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. Okay? So that's all we do. You know, the Most High told he told all the prophets really to give them warning from him, man. He didn't tell them to go out there and, you know what I'm saying, kick ass and, you know, certain men, he ordained certain men to do that, yes. You know, but like I said, if we coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, if we are coming in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, as we say we do, all right, we ought to remain spiritual. You know, and you know, in that you also gotta watch out for guys who, you know what I'm saying, taking pictures on Instagram, on social media, or going on TV shows, you know, shooting guns, going to the gun range, man, because that's not what we about. Okay? Actually, when it was Yahweh Shai's time to go, let me see, I think it was in Matthew 26. Slakia. Slakia, 1 second, Akia. So it was 26. I just didn't remember the verse. Alright, this is Matthew 26 and 50. It says, and Yahushua said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him. And behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. Then said Yahushua unto him, Put again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? But how then shall the scripture be fulfilled? Thus it must be. Okay. So basically Yahushua was saying, I got the, basically he was saying the scripture must be fulfilled. As the scripture say how he's supposed to come as a lamb. And also in Isaiah, was Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42 and 1. Because like I said, the scripture was fulfilled that Yahushua was just supposed to come basically as a lamb. Come as a lamb, as a sheep to the slaughter. For the remission of the sins of Israel. Alright, now if he got rowdy, alright, and basically he would have messed it up for the Lord, man. The scriptures also say, I just thought about it, how he said he has come not to destroy but to fulfill the law. He has not come to destroy but to fulfill the law. So this is Isaiah 42 and 1. Behold my servant whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. It says, he shall not cry nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto truth. So this was his only job, to bring forth judgment unto truth. Alright? He's not going to get carnal. Alright? He's not going to, as Yahushua even said it himself. Alright? He's just going to take that ass whooping. He's going to go on the cross, be persecuted. Alright? So the scriptures may be fulfilled. Okay? Even in Isaiah 53. Isaiah 53 and 7, he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter. Alright, you look at videos of a lamb being brought to the slaughter, or a sheep. Alright, they don't kick up. They just lay there quietly until their time. And as a sheep before his shearers is dumb, so he opened not his mouth. Okay? So he just stuck to the script, stuck to what Yahweh wanted him to do. Alright, as you know what I'm saying, that's what we do. This is John chapter 17, verse 7. And this is where we come in. Lord willing, we be of the elect. John chapter 17, verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto them the words, not a sword, you know what I'm saying, not martial arts lessons. He gave them the words, which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine, and all mine are thine, and all thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. Alright? So our life is to push the word, which that's all Yahawashi gave us, man, is this word. You know? And that goes to show you who the Most High is dealing with, man. Look at the camp who's only pushing word, who's only pushing the word of the Lord, man. You know, which is great millstone through the Spirit, man, and those that follow us. You know? This is what's that other one? 2 Corinthians 10. Corinthians 10 and 1. Now I, Paul, beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Yahawashi, who in presence and base among you, but being absent and bold toward you. You know, because when Paul was writing the letters toward the church of Corinth, being that he was absent, he had to basically he had to have strength in his words, being that he wasn't there to actually speak. Speak. Be present and speaking to them. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. You know? And I read this, man. This was music to my ears, man. You know? For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. So guess what? We can't do nothing but push this word and allow the Lord, alright, to do the heavy lifting, man. You know? Because that's the only way things are going to happen anyways through Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. Hey, don't you think we want to get out of here, man? We catching hell daily, man. Alright? But we know for prophecy's sake, alright, that the chip has to be pushed, that martial law has to happen, that some of us has to be a martyr. We know we got to deal with that, man. You know? So we waiting for the Lord to do we're waiting for the Lord to lift us up, man, in his due time. 18 and verse Psalms chapter 118 and verse 6. It says, verse 5, I called upon the Lord in my distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a large place. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear what can man do unto me? You know, and as I was watching the brothers' videos over there in Dallas, you know, I just thought about that scripture, man. The Most High is on your side, man. What the hell can man do to you? You know? Hey, the brothers bringing out different scenarios. Like the Most High could have had that man, it was either him or Apostle Gabar bringing out different scenarios. How the Most High could have had that gun jam, man. You know, or the Most High could have had it where the bullets just ricochet off the Akia, man. You know, like in the book of Eli. You know, because like I said, this is the Most High's movie, man. So if the Most High's on our side, we're not gonna fear what man can do to us, man. All right, and we know and believe that through the word, man. Through the word that the Most High has given us. The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. Alright, so as I was saying before, as the scripture was saying before, rather, we keep spiritual and then the Lord is going to handle the heavy lifting, man. You know? It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. It says, all nations compass me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them. You know, when I read that, it made me think about, you know, the David and Goliath situation, man. You know, David said, "What? Thou comest to me with shield and buckler. I come unto thee in the name of the Lord," man. You know. So it is, you know, basically little nobodies in the world, man, standing in great boldness, man, against the face of such that has afflicted us. You know, as the scripture say in what's that, Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man. It says, "They compass me about, yeah, they compass me about, but in the name of Yahweh I will destroy them." Okay, so yeah, how about Shem Yahushua gonna fight our battles, man? We just gotta remain spiritual and keep pushing this word. You know, and yeah, we gonna have much haters, man. Hey, but that leaves work. That leaves way for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, you look at different people of old, man. All right, Hannah, Elkanah's wife, Samuel's mom. You know, I believe, who was it? Leah. You know, when basically Jacob hated her, but the Most High looked down upon her and basically looked out, man. You know. Hey, so you know, with that, man, you know, just remember, Akim, stay spiritual, man. You know, the Lord gonna do the heavy lifting, man. Oh, and before I forget, you know, I also want brothers to watch this video. I had uploaded on my page. It says the Bible is our only power, GMS Missouri and Mouth. You know, brothers could go check that out on their page as well. You know, and he was reproving, I believe the leader of the camp over there, he was reproving a dude. He's a little bit like a hothead, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get carnal, you know what I'm saying? Just thinking carnally about these devils, man. You know? But, like I said, you know, brothers, watch this. Put your, you know, put that, you know, for brothers who may be thinking like that, put that thought in proper perspective, man. Put those thoughts, rather, in proper perspective, you know? Preach the word and let the Lord do the rest. Shalom.